Hi dear viewers, welcome to Display Repair. How to tell the difference between a bad wheel bearing and a bad tire. First of all, I want to tell you that this is a very tricky car problem, okay? And it is very easy to make a misjudgment even for people that have experience around cars, that have dealt with this problem and so on. Symptoms of both a bad tire and a bad wheel bearing are very similar. At times they are almost the same, but there is a slight difference. And this is what we'll be talking in the video. So before you go and buy new tires, buy a new wheel bearing, spend a significant sum of money for perhaps solving nothing, this video should help make the right call. So stay tuned.
DespairRepair.com.
Before we start, I would also like to mention our series of videos about the wheel bearing problem. We also have a series of videos about tire problems and some advice around tires. Watching those videos should help you additionally confirm if the wheel bearing is the problem or not, or if the tires are the problem or not. If you haven't watched these videos, I'm going to leave a link in the corner of this video and in the video description so you can take a look. Again, I think this will be an additional help in making the right judgment. Now, dear viewers, to get to the point, there are two things that you should pay attention to in order to make a difference between a bad wheel bearing and a bad tire. There is the sound of those problems and how the car drives. Know that both of these groups of symptoms are almost the same, okay? They are very hard to distinguish, as I've mentioned. But again, if you pay attention, you can make a difference. One more thing I want to say. What you'll hear comes from my own personal experience. What I'm telling you is something that I've seen and went through. The first difference is how the wheel bearing sounds and how a bad tire sounds. And this is perhaps the difference that is the easiest one to spot. A bad tire will have a thumping sound. A bad wheel bearing has a howling sound, then a growling sound, and then a grinding sound. That's usually what happens as the problem progresses. I will try to reproduce the sounds, I hope you don't mind. For the tire, it goes when you start driving, whoa, 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 like this, while with the wheel bearing, it is whoa, like that all the time. So if you listen carefully, you can tell the difference. Another, I think, a noticeable difference is when the sound appears. When you have a bad tire, the sound will appear instantly as soon as you get on the road, as soon at 20 kilometers per hour, especially when you reach higher speeds, you will hear that distinct thumping sound, so almost immediately. On the other hand, with a bad wheel bearing, especially when the wheel bearing is in the beginning phase of the problem, you won't, in most cases, you won't hear anything at all until you achieve, let's say, 60 or 70 kilometers per hour. And then you'll hear the humming sound, and in the later phases of the problem, you may hear the growling and the grinding sound. So this is the main difference. With the bad tire, the sound appears instantly at lower speeds, but with the bad wheel bearing, the sound appears later and at higher speeds. One more difference regarding sound that is easy to determine is a change in the pitch of the sound. You'll notice this when, for instance, you change lanes on the road or you go through a sharp curve. When the tire is bad, the sound will stay the same, but if the wheel bearing is bad, the sound will get louder and with a higher pitch. This is because when the car leans to the side where the bad wheel bearing is, it puts load on it, and this causes the sound to increase. Next, dear viewers, regarding driving, the main difference that you'll notice is on the steering wheel. Now, if the tires are really damaged, then when you drive at lower speeds, you'll feel the jolt, and as you accelerate, as the car gains speed, it will turn into a jitter. On the other hand, with a bad wheel bearing, the driving will be the same, especially in the beginning phases of the problem. So you hear the humming sound, the car acts perfectly normal. Even in the middle phase of the problem, okay, when you hear the growling sound, but the wheel bearing is still structurally intact, so to say, there is no problems regarding driving. When the grinding sound appears and when the wheel bearing is on its last legs, then the car starts pulling to one side, okay? In most cases, it's nothing drastic, it just slightly pulls to one side. While mentioning driving, there's also one big difference. With a bad tire, the car will wobble, and with a bad wheel bearing, the car will drive in a straight line. This is best seen when you get on the highway, where there is a patch of road where the asphalt is in good condition. When you get on that road, when you start to accelerate, you'll feel the car shaking like this. When the tires are not that bad, the shaking will be less, so you'll just feel it as a slight wobble. When the tires are in really bad condition, then the wobble will be obvious and the car will borderline undrivable. With a bad wheel bearing, there will be none of this. You can drive the car in a straight line. It will maybe in the later phase of the problem just pull to one side, but you will be able to drive almost without any problems. You'll just hear the sound. And finally, dear viewers, one more difference is that with a bad tire, the car will be all over the road. It much resembles when the tires are not balanced properly. And I don't know if you've experienced this, it's a very unpleasant experience. So you're driving the car in a straight line and you constantly have to adjust where the car is going. Again, with a bad wheel bearing, there will be none of this. Only in the final phases of the problem, when the wheel bearing is near complete failure, you will notice that the car pulls to one side. So, dear viewers, those are the main differences, at least in my experience, between a bad tire and a bad wheel bearing. As you can conclude, it is very difficult to tell the difference. But again, if you pay enough attention, you will be able to tell the difference. But all of this, what I've told you aside, when you hear any of those sounds and notice a change in driving, there is one thing you can do that will give you additional good information or perhaps even solve the problem regarding diagnosis. And that is, first, check the condition of the tires. Check mainly the production date, check the tire tread, check the tire walls, and check if possible how much mileage they have on them. If you see that they are worn out, that the tire tread is bad, if you see cracks on the tire wall, you've probably found the culprit. Even if the wheel bearing is bad, you have to change those tires. Regarding a bad wheel bearing, you check the tires and the tires are okay, they are in good condition. I would recommend to take a car jack and raise one side of the car where you suspect that the bad wheel bearing is, and simply rotate the wheel with your hands, okay? This is a primitive option, but it is very good. We've also made a video about this. You'll notice that when you rotate the wheel, you'll hear a slight humming sound. So all in all, the moment you notice the problem, make an inspection, and from this you'll get even more and perhaps better additional information. So dear viewers, that's it for this time. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. If you find the time, watch our other videos, which should help you with some simple car maintenance and which should make your life easier with your car, with driving, and with other car related stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.